Video opens with a dynamic animation of a thunderbolt splitting the sky. One side shows an artistic depiction of Indra on his elephant, Airavata, and the other side shows Zeus on Mount Olympus, both wielding lightning. Welcome back to Sanatan Puranas. Today, we journey across ancient lands and through millennia of stories to explore a truly electrifying question. What if two of the most powerful gods from two vastly different cultures were, in fact, reflections of the same ancient figure? We're talking about the king of the Hindu gods, Indra, and the ruler of the Greek pantheon, Zeus. On the surface, they might seem worlds apart. One resides on the celestial Mount Meru, the other on the legendary Mount Olympus. Yet, when we peel back the layers of myth, the similarities are so striking they send a jolt through the very foundations of comparative mythology. Let's start with their most iconic symbol, the thunderbolt. For Zeus, the Kuranos was his primary weapon, a gift from the Cyclopes that allowed him to defeat the Titans and establish his reign. It was the ultimate symbol of his power and authority, the bringer of both divine justice and terrible wrath. In the Vedic texts, Indra wields the Vajra, a weapon of celestial diamond-like hardness, forged by the divine craftsman Tvashtra. With this thunderbolt, he commands the storms, brings the life-giving rains, and maintains cosmic order. Both weapons are not just tools of war, they are symbols of supreme power and sovereignty over the heavens. The parallels don't stop with their weapons. Both Indra and Zeus hold the prestigious title of King of the Gods. Zeus ascended to power after overthrowing his father, Cronus, becoming the undisputed ruler of the Olympians and the cosmos. He presided over a divine court, settling disputes and ensuring the laws of gods and mortals were upheld. Similarly, in the early Vedic period, Indra was revered as the Devaraja, the king of the Devas. He was the most prominent deity, leading the gods in their eternal struggle against the Asuras, the forces of chaos. Both figures command armies of lesser deities and hold the highest seat of power in their respective celestial realms. One of the most astonishing parallels is found in a specific, epic myth, the slaying of a great serpent. This is a foundational story in many ancient traditions, representing the triumph of order over chaos. Zeus famously battled Typhon, a monstrous serpentine giant with 100 dragon heads, described as the most terrifying creature in all of Greek mythology. Their clash was cataclysmic, shaking the very cosmos, but Zeus ultimately triumphed, striking Typhon down with his thunderbolts and trapping him beneath Mount Etna, forever sealing away this primal force of chaos. Across the world, in the Rigveda, we find the story of Indra's battle against Vritra. Vritra was a colossal serpent or dragon-like Asura who had blocked the course of the rivers, hoarding all the world's water and causing a catastrophic drought. Indra, fortified by the sacred Soma drink, waged a mighty war against this cosmic serpent. He shattered Vritra's 99 fortresses with his Vajra, finally slaying the beast and releasing the captive waters, which flowed back to nourish the earth. In both stories, a powerful sky god, wielding a thunderbolt, defeats a serpentine monster to restore order and bring prosperity to the world. The serpent represents chaos, drought, and the untamed forces of nature, while the god represents divine order, reign, and civilization. The core of the myth is virtually identical. So, how is this possible? The answer lies in our shared ancient past. Both the Hellenic people of Greece and the Vedic people of ancient India are believed to be descendants of a group of Proto-Indo-European speakers who migrated across Eurasia thousands of years ago. Linguists and mythologists theorize that these early people had their own pantheon of gods and a collection of foundational myths. One of these key figures was a powerful skyfather god, often associated with the sky, thunder, and lightning. Scholars have reconstructed the name of this Proto-Indo-European sky god as *Dias Pater, which literally translates to sky father. Now, let's look at the names. The Greek Zeus Pater is a direct linguistic descendant of *Dias Pater. The Roman Jupiter is also derived from the same root. While Indra's name doesn't have the same direct linguistic link to *Dias, the functions and myths associated with him strongly suggest he inherited the role of this primordial sky god. The thunderbolt, the kingship, and the battle against the cosmic serpent are all part of this ancient, inherited package of myths. Their personalities also share some interesting, and not always flattering, similarities. Both Indra and Zeus are depicted as powerful and heroic, but also prone to arrogance, impulsiveness, and a remarkable number of romantic escapades. Zeus was notorious for his numerous affairs with goddesses, nymphs, and mortal women, often using shape-shifting and deception to achieve his goals. These tales resulted in a host of divine and semi-divine offspring, including figures like Hercules, Perseus, and Helen of Troy. Indra, too, is described in later Puranic texts as having a weakness for apsaras, the celestial dancers, and his desire often leads to trouble. One of the most famous stories involves his deception of Ahilya, the wife of the sage Gautama, which resulted in him receiving a powerful curse. This shared character flaw paints a picture of a deity who embodies not just the order of the sky, but also its wild, untamed, and unpredictable nature. They are not perfect, monolithic beings, but complex characters with both admirable and questionable traits, reflecting a more nuanced and ancient understanding of divine power. Beyond their core roles, we see even more connections. Both gods are associated with sacred animals. Zeus's sacred animal is the eagle, the majestic king of the skies, which often served as his messenger and symbol. Indra is famously associated with the magnificent white elephant, Airavata, who is said to have been born from the churning of the cosmic ocean. Airavata can create rain and is a symbol of royal power and abundance, perfectly complementing Indra's role as a storm god. Both the eagle and the elephant are symbols of sovereignty and strength in their respective cultures. They are also connected to a sacred, intoxicating drink that grants them strength. For the Greek gods on Olympus, their divine food and drink were ambrosia and nectar, which granted them immortality and vigor. For Indra and the Devas, the sacred drink was soma. The Rigveda has entire hymns dedicated to soma, a plant-based drink that was believed to bestow divine qualities, strength, and inspiration. Indra is often described as drinking large amounts of soma to gain the power needed to fight his battles, especially the one against Vritra. So, are Indra and Zeus the same god? The answer is both yes and no. They are not identical, as each has been shaped and transformed by the unique culture, philosophy, and geography of their respective civilizations over thousands of years. Indra's role, for instance, evolved over time. While he was the supreme deity in the early Vedic period, his prominence later diminished with the rise of the Puranic Trimurti of Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. Zeus, on the other hand, remained the undisputed king of his pantheon until the decline of the Greek religion itself. However, it is almost certain that they both originate from the same mythological archetype, a Proto-Indo-European skyfather and thunder wielder. They are two branches that grew from the same ancient root, each blossoming with its own unique leaves and flowers, yet still sharing the same fundamental DNA. Looking at Indra and Zeus side by side is like looking at two long-lost brothers who were raised in different parts of the world. They may speak different languages and wear different clothes, but their shared heritage is undeniably written in their features, their strengths, and even their flaws. This incredible connection reminds us of a deeper truth, that humanity, in its quest to understand the world, often arrived at remarkably similar answers. The awe-inspiring power of a thunderstorm, a force of nature that could bring both life-giving rain and destructive lightning, was personified in the figure of a mighty god, a king who ruled from the heavens. The stories of Indra and Zeus are a testament to our shared human ancestry and the enduring power of myth to explain the world around us. They are a thunderous echo from a distant past, reminding us that we are all more connected than we might think. What other mythological parallels would you like us to explore? Let us know in the comments below. And if you found this journey through the storm of mythology fascinating, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Sanatan Puranas for more deep dives into the ancient stories that shaped our world. Thank you for watching.